Welcome to Beyond the Horizon, the podcast where we dive deep into unlocking your full potential, setting powerful goals, and taking bold steps towards the life you've always envisioned. I'm your host, Michael Jim, and this is a space where clarity meets action, resilience for growth, and dream take shape. Every week, we unpack inspiring stories, share practical strategies, and explore the mindset shift that can transform your life. So if you're ready to break limits, embrace new possibilities, and chart your unique path to success, this is a show for you. Let's journey beyond the horizon together. Welcome to Beyond the Horizon. I'm your host, Michael Jim, and yes, I've had so much coffee this morning. So buckle up. Today, we're talking about setting the tone for the last quarter of the year. And I want you to pause and ask yourself, what would it feel like to finish this year strong? Not dragging yourself to December saying, wow, what a year, I survived. No. I'm talking about crossing the finish line like Usain Bolt, chest out, smiling, maybe even throwing a little victory dance. The truth is, how you start these next 90 days will shape how you will finish. So, let's get into it. One of my favorite books, The 12-Week Years, tells us the problem isn't laziness, it's a calendar. We think in years, which makes us procrastinate. You know the drill. I'll start my goals in January. Oh wait, it's March. Maybe I'll start after summer. And then booms, it's September. The only thing we've accomplished consistently is streaming Netflix. But when you think in 12 weeks, suddenly every day counts. You don't have the luxury of wasting time now. Combine that with atomic habits. James Clear reminds us that it is not the big heroic action that changes your life. It's a small daily boring stuff. Take for example, you don't lose 20 pounds by joining a gym one time and flexing the mirror. You do it by showing up day after day, even when the treadmill feels like a medieval torture device. So momentum is equal to urgency plus small consistent action. Simple maths. And hey, I didn't even need a calculator for that. Let me tell you a story about a guy I worked with some time ago. Every year, he will start with a long list of goals. I'm talking about, the Santa Claus lens scroll. By September, he was exhausted and ready to give up. And I said, forget the year. Treat these last 12 weeks as your whole year. One goal, one habit. He picked health. Instead of hardcore diet or CrossFit insanity, he chose walking 20 minutes a day. And that's it. By December, guess what? He had dropped weight, had more enough energy. And here's the kicker. His confidence shot through the roof. He told me, Michael, that one small win in health gave me the courage to crush my business goals in January. The lesson there is that don't underestimate small wins. They are like potato chips. You start with one and suddenly you're on a roll. Except in this case, it's good for you. Okay, your turn. Challenge time. And don't roll your eyes at me. Yes, you I'm speaking to. Listening in the car or watching this while pretending to rock. Here's what I want you to do. Pick one area of your life that matters most right now. Is it health or your relationship or your finance? Choose one small habit you can commit to for the next 12 weeks. Make it ridiculously simple. If your habit is to run a marathon every day, nope. You already failed. Make it realistic. Write it down. Share it with someone, a loved one to hold you accountable. Better yet, drop it in the comment or DM me because accountability makes it real. Momentum doesn't start with giant leaps. It starts with baby steps. And yes, I just quoted a parenting book in a podcast. You're welcome. Think of it like this. Athletes don't wait until the final lap to start sprinting. They build momentum early so they can finish strong. So why do we wait until January to start fresh? Who invented that rule? Probably the same person who thought Crocs with socks were fashionable. Here's the deal. You don't need perfection. You need momentum. You don't need to do everything. You just need to do something consistently. And when you do, by the time December comes, you won't be crawling across the finish line. You'll be sprinting, smiling, maybe even moonwalking if you're bold enough. So let me ask you again, what would it feel like to finish this year strong? Don't just think about it. Decide today. Set the tone. Build momentum. And let these next 90 days be your best yet. If this episode gives you the push, share it with your friends who needs a nudge. Subscribe so you don't miss next week when we talk about simplifying your goals and kicking overwhelm to the cup. I'm Michael Jim, reminding you to go further, rise higher, and always see beyond the horizon. And hey, if you do finish this year strong, you have my full permission to do the assembled victory pose on December 31st. Just don't blame me if your neighbors thinks you have lost it.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of Beyond the Horizon. I hope you're living with more clarity and determination to take bold steps towards your dreams. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs that extra push to reach their full potential. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at The Michael Jim for more inspiration, tools, and updates. And as always, keep dreaming, keep growing, and keep pushing the boundaries. Until next time, this is Michael Jim reminding you, your best life is waiting just beyond the horizon. Stay inspired.